This is a tutorial on how to use the Pathfinder mob character importer I wrote. It's pretty simple to use. First you need to set up the macro. The macro is just the exclamation point create mob script call, and then also have an option to show skill, so that question mark show skill is a yes no question that asks, and it's passed to the create mob whether you want to show the skills or not. They'll still be parsed, but they just won't be shown on the macro bar. To use this macro, it's pretty easy. You just create a token. So I'm going to create an ogre mage here, and what you need to do is this is based on the formatting from the Pazio uh, PRD Pathfinder rule sets, um, and from the Hero Labs output. So I'm going to go here and find an ogre mage. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to copy this text out. So I'm just going to copy down to ecology. You can keep copying down, but the more text is, the slower the parser gets, and the more junk that shows up in your character sheet. So I'm just going to copy this, and this uses this format from the Pazia Pathfinder rules page, and this same format also is pumped out by the Hero Labs. So all you need to do is then select your token, go into the settings, and then GM notes, just paste, and then save that token, and then you just run the macro, and I'll go and show the skills here. I'll hit yes, I want show skills to show. And what that does is I'll go parse that text and adds macros and fills out stuff. So you see it added its hit points to the red sphere. It also went, and you can see up here, I don't know if you can see it added all these macros for all your skills. Basically parsing out the int, perception, your saving throws, all your attacks, all your special attacks, spells, and skills. So if you go in here and uh, do macro, you can see it'll do the attack with the pluses and everything right. Same thing with the damages, um, and it also do all your skills. Some of the skills it doesn't understand it doesn't know what a cone of cold is. So what it does is it'll just um, EM out the text, and if there's a link attached to that skill in the text, it'll also paste that link down here so you can go and see what this actually does, and you can see it's a cone of cold and it tells you what it does, so you can again go ahead and fill out the macro more. You can also go in here and you'll see that there is now an ogre mage um, character sheet that's added. It adds the basic set of attributes, and it adds all the macros here that you can turn off on or edit for however you please. You can also create um, import stuff from the Pazio Hero Lab stuff. All you do is then you just like this, you just create another token. You bring up the token, you can bring up the GM notes, you bring up Hero Labs, you load up your character, and then what you do is you output your hero stat blocks. And you just want plain text, you want the stat block, you want the current hero only, and then you just want to do a copy. And then you come back into Roll20, then you paste the stat block in there, you save your character, you do a create mob. I'm not going to show the skills because the character has a ton of them. And then it'll parse the character, and if you select the character again, you'll see you'll get all your net perceptions, your saving throws, all your attacks. In this case, it parses out all the skills. Sorry, all the skills and all the spells. And then again, if you go into the character sheet, there'll be a character. It'll insert a character sheet also, which you can edit and inspect and do more cleanup for whatever you need.